If there's one thing that we can agree on from this past week's news cycle, it's that what happened in Uvalde, Texas on Tuesday is nothing short of abominable. As is usually the case in the aftermath of these situations, we hear a lot of emotionally charged responses from celebrities that think they have all the right answers for how to stop stuff like this from ever happening again. But emotional reasoning is often flawed, short-sighted, and self-contradicting. Enter Steve Kerr, the coach of the Golden State Warriors and the NBA's darling advocate for gun control. He thinks that tighter gun restrictions will prevent tragedies like this from ever happening, but a lot of evidence suggests that it won't. For MRC TV, I'm John Simmons, and welcome to the woke world of sports. Before the Warriors and the Dallas Mavericks played Game 4 of the NBA's Western Conference Finals on Tuesday, Kerr went in for a pre-game press conference where he decided to only discuss the tragedy of what happened with reporters. Here's what he said.
When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of the, I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power.
The bill that Kerr mentioned was H.R. 8, a bill that was passed by the U.S. House in 2021, but not the Senate. The bill would have restricted gun transfers between private parties in most circumstances and would allow for a licensed gun dealer, manufacturer, or importer to take the firearm from the parties and conduct a background check on all individuals involved. The measure mandates that all gun transfers occur via federally licensed dealers, and that virtually all people transferring possession of firearms register as dealers and conduct the federal background checks on buyers. That's the equivalent of a federal gun registry, which Kerr doesn't mention. Kerr seems to think we just need to rack up the amount of restrictions for who can and who cannot buy guns, and poof, there goes all the gun crime. But in the real world, that's not how it works. Let's look at Chicago, Illinois as a perfect example. The Windy City has some of the country's tightest gun restrictions, and in 2021, the Chicago Police Department reported that the city's gun investigations team took over 12,000 illegal firearms off the streets. The results? 3,561 shooting incidents within the city, despite all those restrictions, contributing to Chicago's most dangerous year in a quarter century. So here's a thought. Maybe instead of placing so many restrictions on guns that would make it nearly impossible to get one, we could train police officers and security guards and place them in our schools to step in and fight when a deranged individual decides to walk into a school with a rifle. But you know who said that was a bad idea? You guessed it, Steve Kerr. Back in 2020, he attended a rally put on by the Black Organizing Project, which is an organization that advocated for the Oakland School District to dismantle its internal police force. At the rally, Kerr encouraged the community and their cause and admonished them to trust themselves for the answers to solve their problems.
I've learned that the answers lie within the communities themselves. Okay? Yeah. They don't lie in some politician's office, because people are trying to win elections and they're willing to do anything to win elections. The answers lie within the communities themselves. Listen to the people who are in the communities. And that's why I'm here today.
So not only did he advocate to abolish a measure that could perhaps prevent school shootings from happening, he also contradicted himself in where he thinks the answers for those problems lie. In 2020, it was with communities. On Tuesday, he said that it's up to politicians to make laws that will keep our country safe. This is exactly why we don't reason from a place of emotion, because when we do, we often make fools of ourselves and potentially lead others astray. So folks, what do you think? Was my analysis a home run, or was it a big swing and a miss? Feel free to leave your comments and subscribe to our social media channels that still let you see our content. And always remember, be on your A game and don't cave to the woke agenda in sports. For MRC TV, I'm John Simmons.